All right, we got shoulders and triceps today. We are like 14 weeks out, basically. Not gonna lie, it's a Sunday. I thought this gym was going to be dead, but it is packed. So filming is gonna be a little bit harder, but whatever, make do, be respectful, get a good workout in. Starting with reverse pec deck. So just do a bunch of warm-up sets, especially since it's the first exercise, and then go all out once I work my way up to my working weight. Oh, are you using this?
No.
Oh.
I left my bag here.
Oh, okay, you're good. All right, rep range on this is supposed to be 8 to 10, so can definitely go heavier in the future. I'm gonna keep the weight there for a second set. We got 4 sets here. I don't know if this is fucked or not, but like, I keep headphones on and I'm not even listening to music. I literally just wear headphones and it makes it so less people stop and talk to me. Sometimes I just want to come to the gym, not have to talk to anyone, and just work out. I don't even like listening to music while I train. Sometimes I just want to hear my breath and just focus on the movement. If I have music playing and shit going on, it's almost like distracting and takes away from the set. All right, next up, I'm gonna be doing just a dumbbell shoulder press. So same idea here. I'm gonna work my way up until I get to my working weight. The worst thing about this exercise is getting the fucking dumbbells up. It's fine when working your way up, but top sets fucking suck. Moved over here because the gold dumbbells are cool looking, but they don't go up very heavy, so. This was my working weight last week, but we hit the top of our rep range, so I'm gonna go up. Getting this up is gonna suck. I have a feeling unless I have someone spotting me, I'm probably gonna have to swap this exercise out just because getting these dumbbells up is gonna be impossible soon. And I feel like me working so hard to throw the dumbbell up is taking away so much of my energy from the actual set itself. But I like the movement itself. It feels great once I'm going. All right. There you go. All right. That felt good. Got 2 extra reps from last week. This was the same weight that I used last week for my second set. And we're in prep. We're like down 3 pounds this week compared to last week. It's kind of like the most important aspect of training in prep is fight for your strength. You want to hold on to as much muscle tissue as possible while you strip off the fat. If you just try increasing the volume because your strength is dropping, that is just how you end up looking like a string bean on stage. Still pretend like you're in off season. You need to go into the gym with the mentality that you have a gun pointed to your head on progressing the lift. So I literally tell myself when I go into this set, I either have to increase the weight or get 1 more rep without breaking my tempo, without breaking my form, or I fucking die. Or someone else that I love dies. Like it's fucked up to think that way, but that's how you have to handle your training if you want to see results. If someone came to me and was like, you have to put on the most amount of muscle as possible in a year, it would be not me just going into the gym and doing a shit ton of volume and just getting a crazy pump. It would be me prioritizing recovery, but making sure I get strong as fuck. I should be able to look 1 year later and be like, holy fuck, my strength tripled over the year. Fuck, whatever. If you're squatting 2 plates, and by the end of the year, you're still squatting 2 plates, what did your body need to adapt to? The whole idea is that you're training for a stimulus, your body needs to adapt to that stimulus, and once it's adapted, the next week you're going to be able to progress. You should be able to look over even 6-week blocks and be like, oh, yeah, I can see my strength went up this much, my volume has increased by this amount, I'm making progress, even if you can't visually see it in your physique, because sometimes in the off season, it is harder to see things look slower, and you really see the improvements in prep the next time you compete. But the best indicator for off-season progress is your strength. That's why you can't be changing your training. You can't just go into the gym and just do whatever you want. Pick a split, pick the order of exercise that you're gonna do, and then follow that for an entire year. And at the end of the year, you should be able to see, holy shit, I was, whatever, the example, I was squatting 2 plates, now I'm squatting 4 plates aside for the same amount of reps. I guarantee you do not have the same size legs as a year ago, if that is what your logbook looks like. We're just pyramiding up, 10s all the way up, and then pyramid back down, 10 reps all the way down. 3. What's up? Alright, next is just this plate loaded shoulder press machine. Only 2 sets here. The second one's gonna have a drop set. Last week I got this weight for 8 reps. Rep range is supposed to be between 8 and 10, so fight to beat it. First working set here. Triceps are probably my worst body part next to my back. Really just focus on slowing these down and feeling them, and then actually squeezing at the bottom for like a second. Last exercise, skull crushers. Technically, I guess that wasn't the last exercise. Gotta finish up with abs. So on here I got 3 sets of 20, just crunches. Right now, body weight alone kills me to get 20, but down the road as I get lighter and as I get better at this, I'll probably grab a medicine ball or dumbbell or something just to continue progressive overload. Your abs are just like any other muscle. You have to train them. So let's go. It sucks, but we want a sick midsection on stage. Honestly, this one is probably my favorite. Not my favorite because it fucking sucks to do. But if you were to ask what, you have to pick one ab exercise for anyone, what are you choosing to get the best six pack? It is this. So put your bench into a decline and you're gonna be doing leg raises on it. Now, the only difference is you're not just raising your legs, which is what everyone gets wrong. You need to lift your pelvis up. Like your abs aren't attaching to your legs. Me lifting my legs up and down like this with the hip flexion, that is not my abs, okay? I wanna shorten my abs to contract them. So I need to get my pelvis up to my rib cage. So I'm gonna lift my legs and then try and tuck my pelvis up towards my chest. And that's really gonna shorten them. The decline bench makes it so I can actually do this. If I'm doing them hanging straight from gravity, do you know how hard it would be for me to get my pelvis up towards my chest hanging? That's where you see everyone swinging their legs, using momentum. This gives you that brace at the back, but then also makes it so you're still fighting against gravity, okay? So, hopefully you can see my butt and my pelvis kind of lift off the back of the bench here. If you're doing it right, so this is wrong. That is just like, I might get a little bit of abs, but I'm getting a lot of hip flexors, and we want to have the best six pack on stage. So I'm gonna hold the bench at the top. I'm gonna lift my pelvis up and slow down. Pelvis up. Squeeze. Last but not least, I'm gonna work on the obliques. I just do body weight. I'm just gonna do some Russian twists. Sitting like this already, my abs are like clenching. So I don't need much. I fatigue pretty early on this, on the third ab exercise. All right, this camera is about to die, so I'm gonna wrap it here. That is my full workout. You got to see everything. Check out tomorrow's video. I'm gonna be hitting back. Check out the next one and follow along if you wanna see how the rest of this prep's going. I'll throw in a quick shot of how I'm looking after this workout. But until then, see you in the next one.